Hello, I am Maulida Trutari. I would like to explain the UNDP 2022 Special Report, Chapter 3, Digital Technology Threats to Human Security. Digital technology is considered as very important and has increased benefits in various aspects of human life. With this increase in benefits, digital technology can do much to expand capabilities and promote human security. Digital technology is also evolving along with the values and social practice, thus has an indirect influence in community institutions. Digital technology can also affect institutions directly, for example, increasing opportunities for community participation and mobilization. However, as digital technologies become more widely used, it also poses new challenges for human security. The security implications of digital technologies are often assessed through a national security lens. This chapter will explain some of the threats to human security posed by digital technologies. The first is cyber insecurity and unintended consequences of technology. Given global interconnectivity and the large numbers of technology users, systems, and network components involved, cyber attacks can generate harm through many pathways. Cyber harms itself is the direct or indirect result of cyber threats on individuals, organizations, communities, or states by numerous bad actors. Among them are nation-states, terrorist groups, organized crimes, and hackers. Cyber harms can be very damaging to developing countries and regions, where the majority of digital products, services, and technologies are manufactured or designed outside developing countries. It's limiting the country's inputs into security standards. Cyber attacks can generate substantial human economic losses, especially in countries with high cyber insecurity. The national the International Telecommunication Union's Global Cybersecurity Index shows that many countries, particularly least developed countries, are likely to face research challenges in bridging their cybersecurity gap. The second is upholding human rights in addressing harms on social media. Social media platforms offer so many opportunities for political engagement and participation. It can also lift the voice and provide protection of marginalized, opposition, or minority groups in public debate. But at the same time, social media can strengthen threats to human security for individuals or groups such as cybercrime, child sexual exploitation, and online radicalization. Social media has also been used as a tool for terrorist propaganda, coordination, and requirement. From a human security perspective, it is important to support people's freedom to use and participate in social media while protecting them from harm. As efforts to reduce threats to human security caused by social media, governments around the world have responded through a mix of online content regulation and expanded surveillance capabilities. The technology companies also have responded by hiring content moderators and developing new tools for detecting illegal content. But in doing so, these responses can be a threat to civil liberties and may raise concerns regarding users' digital rights of free speech, access to information, and non-discrimination. Furthermore, the third is how artificial intelligence-based decision-making can undermine human security. Artificial intelligence can be a vital tool in improving well-being, narrowing inequalities, and enhancing agency if deployed correctly and with human-centric values at the core. AI has immense potential for improving economic productivity and addressing challenges such as food security by supporting farm productivity with smart farming and climate change adaptation. For example, US-based Aware, Swedish Ignitia employ predictive AI and advanced analysis to provide agricultural intelligence and ultra-accurate weather forecasts to smallholder farmers in Africa and Asia. However, AI also brings new challenges. AI algorithms that shape how people access news and entertainment and engage with others in digital social networks can diminish people's well-being. For instance, AI algorithms that prioritize catching people's attention are used to generate economic value by exploiting human cognitive biases. This algorithmic bias can compound discrimination. Algorithm biases have been well collected. AI algorithms might be good at serving some groups in society while failing others. For example, women have been found to be less likely than men to receive targeted ads for high-paying jobs. Then, facial recognition technology performs significantly worse for women and non-white people. The growing use of facial recognition by law enforcement has resulted in cases of black people being charged wrongfully for crimes they have not committed. Algorithmic bias has a greater effect when AI applications are introduced in developing country settings, where many AI applications are built up outside developing countries and most data sets available cover people from developed countries. This might affect the sensitivity of AI systems, which can generate algorithms that contain content creator beliefs and biases. This could lead to discriminatory outcomes if applied to people in low research settings with their developmental input and data. Last but not least, the fourth is the uneven access to technological innovation. The human security implication arising from the lack of access to technological advances has been clearly seen during the COVID-19 pandemic. While vaccine has been developed at the impressive pace of modern science, many developing countries have not yet been able to access them widely. Vaccine security will not be achieved without increasing the supply and distribution of safe and effective COVID-19 vaccines, especially in low and middle income countries. There is global capacity to produce enough vaccines, but production is undercut in part by the intellectual property rights of a few giant pharmaceutical. Because of this, a global move to suspend intellectual property rights has been called for, not only for vaccines, but for various treatment, tests, and products related to COVID-19. World Health Organization has urged member states and current manufacturers to actively collaborate to share know-how, data, and technologies through the COVID-19 technology access pool and mRNA technology transfer hubs. The technology transfer hubs, the first of which is in South Africa, announced by World Health Organization, but these measures have so far been inadequate. Recognizing the limitation of existing patent systems, governments could also consider direct financing for future research or tax credit as compensation for innovation. Ideally, patent system would be part of a broader set of institutionalized arrangements that encourage innovation without relying exclusively on monopoly power over innovation. The conclusion of this chapter, which discusses threats of digital technology to human security, is in many respects digital technology's promise to expand capabilities and promote human security. However, technological advancements also pose new challenges. As digital technologies become more widely adopted, a human security approach calls attention to how technology can undermine people's well-being, rights, and capabilities. Then, the increasing use of algorithms in decision-making can compound discrimination and foster precarious, insecure working conditions, uneven access to vital technologies such as COVID-19 vaccines could have far-reaching consequences for human security of both individuals and society more broadly. If the human security implications remain unaddressed, new technologies could fall short in their promise to expand human capabilities. That is all that I could explain from this chapter. Thank you.